Hey folks, I'm Jesse Sandoval. Now I just want to welcome you to this installment of Lone Star Addiction Hunting TV. Today I'm going to go ahead and give you a little overview. I'm going to talk about my new and improved hog spotlight. So let's go ahead and get to it. Alright, so when I first made my hog spotlight, it was all big and huge and bulky. I had put it on an actual tripod stand, and I had a big old box for the control board and receiver and all that. And I actually went ahead and got all that. I did got all the internals and put it in an actual little smaller box. I did away with the tripod legs and all that stuff, so now it's actually more compact. I downsized on the lamp itself as well. Before I had a big old, 8-inch halogen bulb on it, 6-inch, whatever it is. Now I actually cut down to a 4-inch halogen bulb. So not only does it bring everything down smaller, but it also cuts down on how much battery usage it takes. The purpose of me cutting down the bulb was to reduce weight and also to reduce the voltage that the battery gets drained of from the light being on. With the old bulb, I could get quite a bit of usage from it. I did get a lot of usage from it as well. So with this one, I should be able to see double. I should be able to expect double performance out of this one bulb, since it's a lot smaller and the amperage is a lot less draining. So let's go ahead and get into the whole specs of this light that I made. So I went ahead and installed a female plug adapter, and on the transformer that I use to connect, to charge my battery, I went ahead and put the male on that one. So when it's time to charge it, I just go ahead and plug it right in there and it starts charging. Now I also have another male adapter on a solar panel that I used to use on this too as well. So let's say if I'm out there at my lease or whatever, and I've been out there all day, and, I used it all night long, and in the morning I forgot to take the transformer or whatever, I just plug in the solar panel, leave it out in the sun all day long until the next night hunt, and it'll be charged by then. So I like that factor right there. Here's the receiver antenna for the transmitter, and here's my on and off switch. So right now I think it was on, might have been off. Let's go power it back on right there. And this right here is my transmitter. This is what activates the light. Now, being wireless, this thing has a really far range. You can actually set this about 30 to 60 yards away from your stand. I think I've walked away about 60 yards from it, maybe 50, and still was able to activate it, testing it out. So it's got a really good range. You can go and set up in your tree stand or in your blind and go set this up about 30 yards away from you, pointed towards your feeder, and you can still activate it with no problem at all. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look inside. There you have it. Here's all my wiring. And there's the control board, as you can see inside. That's my control board. That's what operates this whole thing. Now if I wanted to, I can actually hook up a second light to this control board right here on the secondary bridge ports right here. I can actually connect a second light and have double lights running, but this light's bright enough. There's no need for me to have two lights on it as well. If I wanted to, I could though. So there's that. Here's my 12-volt battery. Here's the connections for the female charging port. Connects to your power right there. That's how you get charged. And right now it's just running off the battery. It's just running off the 12-volt battery. When you plug in the adapter, the transformer, there's a little green light right there that turns on as well. And not only does it also run off of the transformer when it's plugged in, but it also charges the battery at the same time. So here's all my wiring, nice and zip tied. The receiver's back here, as you can see it. There's the receiver back here. I don't know if you can see it too well back there. Let me see if I can get you a better look. So when you want to activate it, let's say you hear something at your feet, or you hear some movement or something, you think something's there, just hit the button, bam, it turns on. And then when you want to turn it off, if you don't think, if there's nothing there or whatever, you want to take it off, you can either wait for it to cycle through. I think it stays on for about 20 to 30 seconds, or you can just turn it off yourself with the remote again. So you can click to turn on, click to turn off. I also installed this carrying strap on it, you know, that way you don't have to lug around this box and don't have any way to grab onto it and carry it around with you. You know, you just get the strap, put it on your shoulder, and you're ready to go. You can walk around with it everywhere you go. You can walk to your tree stand. You could even climb up your tree stand with it. Also, one thing I forgot to mention, this head right here actually does swivel. Loosen up this bolt right there, and it can turn side to side. Alright, here it goes, folks. Night shot. There you have it. Nice and green. Let's go ahead. I got it pointing right at my target over there. There you go, you see it? See the 5 dots, 5 white dots? That's my target. That's what I got it pointing at. The target's about 20 yards away.